Wasabi! Come on, you guys know you love that. Alright guys, we're in Bevier, Missouri, Bevier, US 36. Just about 5 or so miles, whatever you want to call it, west of Macon, which is where US 63 and US 36 meet up. If you're familiar with Moberly, Missouri, that's off US 63. Just follow, I'll go from Moberly north to Highway 36. That's where Macon is, and then head west just a few miles. That's where we are right now. Okay, anyway, we're going to be making a delivery at Pet Poultry or Milan Processing, or everybody here calls it Milan, and I just laugh my ass off at how they pronounce it. Like, you guys have never heard of the damn city in Italy? Milano? Or, well, it's Milan, Italy is how we pronounce it here in America, but Italians, because the nouns always have masculine or feminine endings on their nouns. It has an O at the end of it because it's a masculine verb, or a masculine noun, whatever. So it's Milano if you're in Italy. In fact, actually, there are a lot of cities in Italy that are not spelled or pronounced the same way in Italian as they are in English. Like a good example, Venice. Now, V-E-N-I-C-E, that's how we spell it and pronounce it here, but there it's actually, it's spelled Venezia. V-E-N-E-Z-I-A. I was stationed about 40 miles north of there, at Aviano Air Base. Part of my, wasn't really stationed there, I was deployed there, but it was like my home away from home. My unit was constantly deployed there for quite a few years, and almost half our fleet was there the whole time. Come on, let me out of gear. Alright, so I'm going to be taking a not normal route into there. It's doable truck route, but it's not the way I would normally go, and I'm going to show you why, so you have an idea what it's. I mean, you can still take a truck through there, but if you're an idiot, you're going to probably have an accident in one spot, possibly, but you'll get a really good feel for why it's one of their better routes to go there than. Or particularly, what I usually do from here is go across to Highway 5, which is, I think, in Brookfield, something over in that area. Oh yeah, just past Brookfield. Latchede or something. I can't really read it too well on here right now. Yeah, that's where you would pick up Highway 5, State Route 5 northbound. Right there, and then just follow it straight up until you get into the southwest end of Milan. Or, sorry, I'm not a hick. Not trying to talk shit about you guys, but I'll talk shit about the way you guys talk just for fun. I mean it well. Yeah, we're here to have fun. Yeah, I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but I laugh at it. The way everybody calls it Milan. Even a lady in the cashier who rang me up for my water that I just bought. She said she's even Italian and she calls it Milan. Like, and everybody I've talked to who's from the region who is familiar with that place, they'll call it Milan. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? Alright, anyway, so I'm going to be taking Highway 129 up. It's just going to be like a right turn right off this road. And I'll follow that road up to County Road C and then take C across. Last time I took that route was at the of far more experienced trucker than me, who said he was talking about going. He was thinking about going that way himself. And this was in the winter time, and it started to snow on me up there on up on the northern end of Highway 129, right before I got on the County Road C. And, well, I'll just say you'll see from watching this footage what this route has in store, even on dry conditions. But I can't guarantee it's going to be dry all the way up there, because there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for this general area. And then there is a severe thunderstorm warning in some areas up a little bit further north and west, whatever. And there is a supercell coming down from Iowa, coming southeast, basically right toward me. And I don't know that I'm going to get to Milan before it does, because it was already, when I was looking at the radar earlier, it was already in, I don't recall, Corydon, Iowa, I think is where the south end of it was at by then. Didn't quite look like something that I'd have to worry about producing a tornado, but it did look like it was producing some wind in spots. And I'm not a tornado expert. I know just enough to know what to generally look for, but I'm far from an expert. I'm not, because we get so many tornadoes in California, Actually, we do get tornadoes there. It's just rare. I don't even know if I'd say one per year, but I mean, we've had several of them in California in my lifetime there, but it's not exactly like you're going to see one every single year, even one. And if you do see it, even if one does happen, it's always going to be like a EF1 level tornado, and that's about as strong as they ever get, or damaging as they ever get, whatever. Might knock some trains off tracks, or topple some semis and stuff, but that's about as bad as they get in California. But yeah, the weather radar is showing severe thunderstorm coming in, and particularly the western half of the storm, which is basically going from west of St. Joseph. St. Joseph being where here on I'm on US 36 westbound right now. Follow this route all the way to the west over to I-29. That's where St. Joseph is. The western end of the storm is west of there. It's not a super large storm, but it's from north to south, it doesn't look like it's the hugest storm in the world, but it's there. It's pretty good length east and west wise. And there are some spots where it looks like it gets some pretty good strong rain coming down. So hopefully I'll get over to the receiver before it comes in. And even then, a little bit not gonna lie, I'm kind of wondering about if it's really wise for me to park where I'm gonna end up parking, knowing that that's coming in, because there's that concern: is it gonna get muddy and am I gonna get stuck? But we'll give it a try. I want to get there and get a 10-hour break started as quickly as I can, and that way, when I'm done delivering and done with my 10-hour break and all that, I can start deadheading all the way up to Waterloo for my reload, because I didn't finish my last shift close enough where there was a super strong chance that I get to Waterloo by the end of the shift, this shift. So my plan was to stop there at Milan right away, get a 10-hour break started. Either way, I can deadhead up to from there to Waterloo, hopefully sometime tomorrow morning. Later tomorrow morning, I would say, and then I can at least get my trailer dropped and hang out and wait for my reload or something. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to getting rid of this load because it stinks. Every time I get out of my truck to go, even just wash my window or clean my windows or get fuel or whatever, especially getting fuel because my fuel tanks are right there by the trailer. Yeah, it's pretty ripe. And then when I did my pre-trip earlier today, the right rear corner of my trailer, because I don't know if you're not familiar with reefer trailers, they always have like two drain holes on the front of the trailer and 2 more on the back of the trailer inside. And so basically into the fluid, like water, like say ice melts or whatever, or in this case blood, it drips down out of the, it's these big tubs, big huge tubs of chicken in each tub. And it's basically leaking a lot of blood onto the floor of the trailer. So I'm definitely going to need a good wash out by the time I'm done here. Alright, this is Highway 149 coming up. 129 will be the next one in Buckland. That'll be the route that I'm planning to take. Again, that's not the way I normally would go, but just for the fun of showing you guys what the route looks like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the light off here. I don't know if the blue light back there will do a very good job, but we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, so as I say, yeah, so either way, I want to be set up for my Waterloo pickup that one's going to Southern California to City of Commerce. It's in the LA area. And so I want to get there early, and then if the load's ready early, I can get it moving in advance. And the sooner I get it there, sooner I can hang out at home and wait for delivery time or something. Yeah, Daniel Finney, John Farber, Jesse, and all of them, they all call me the most local OTR driver, just for a good reason. They do it for fun, but I think they're jealous too. Alright, so right now, because I just passed Highway 149, expect I'm about 40, maybe just a tad over 40 miles away from the receiver right now. So I'm hoping I'll get into there quickly enough before the thunderstorm comes through, because I am definitely going to get wet. It's just, when is it going to happen? Hopefully after I'm already there. Ideally. Now, last time I took this particular route, I started to get snowed on right before I got onto highway onto County Road C, and then maybe what, I'll hold off until I get up there and tell you that part of the story, because then you'll be, oh yeah, right here, this is now I can see why this was an area of concern or whatever, especially in snowy conditions, and I think it'll make more sense to you. Because the County Road C, I don't know, wasn't, there's not really any shoulder space there, but we're actually on 129 or on Charlie. But just when you get there, I'm just kind of preparing you, just imagine being on there, on that road when it's snowing. And having a 40,000 plus pound load that you're pulling as well, and it might make a little bit more sense what kind of experience I had trying to get over there. Brookfield is 16 miles away. I won't be turning before Brookfield. Right here is where the other end of Highway 129 runs in, and where 129 splits back off is where we're going to get on 129. Am I just starting to get... I thought I just saw like a drip of water or something, but I'm not... Okay, I am seeing Yeah, I think I am seeing some cloud to cloud lightning up in the distance. I thought I just saw. Kind of going a little bit fast. I didn't realize I was picking up speed there. Speed limit here is 65 and I'd gotten up to 75 on accident. We're going to have some fun tonight. Just be forewarned, this video is going to be longer than, I don't know, maybe not so long. I mean, some of my videos already tend to be about an hour, even an hour and a half at times anyway, so I guess big deal. It's all I have to do is just add in, hey, I'm docking in now, and hey, I'm checking out, and this is how long it took kind of thing, and whatever, and then it's the end of the video, so. But, I have been starting to get in the habit also of putting little timestamps in the descriptions of my videos, so that way if maybe you just want to cut to the chase, like just get straight to a customer, or where the customer is actually at, and see things like that. You can just go to the description and advance ahead straight to the particular part of where I'm arriving or about to arrive or something, and at least get you in the right neighborhood a lot quicker. Because I understand not everybody watching my channel, my videos necessarily wants to see all 40 to 120 minutes, whatever it happens to be in length. But there are other people here I know, like especially my kids, my boys, Christian and Bradley. I know they love watching my channel, and other people who I already have an established rapport with like to watch my channel too. And you know, sometimes I know some of them actually watch all of it, because I'll have stuff in there like randomly in some, you know, obviously just some random part of the video, and sometimes I'll get someone, you know, one of my friends or whatever, oh yeah, you talked about this and that, whatever, and so it's cool. I really appreciate that. Those of you guys who do take that kind of time to listen to and watch my videos. Sometimes I wonder, like, what the hell are you thinking? Why would you want to watch me? But I'm just being a smart ass. We're getting pretty close to our turn to Highway 129. Entering Lynn County. As long as, yeah, I definitely see lightning up in the distance. It's too far away for me to really quite tell whether it's sheet lightning or cloud to ground, or cloud to cloud. You know, those are like the three types of lightning, right? You got sheet lightning, which is basically like a big huge sheet that just goes across the sky, like it doesn't hit the ground at all. It just stays up in the clouds. Then you have the cloud to ground, or I think also ground to cloud, whatever. And then I think I want to say there was another type that goes from cloud to cloud, but that isn't sheet lightning. I think it might be kind of like the cloud to ground type, where you have the bolts that go so far. Alright, coming up really soon here, be our right turn. We go through the small town of Buckland pretty much right away. Within about a mile after we're on 129, it's small. A couple hundred residents or some shit like that. I don't know for sure. It's small. I see the signs up ahead. I'm pretty sure it's for 129. So we're making our right here. Let the fun begin. Yeah, Buckland, 1 mile away. get down a little bit quick because I see a car coming up behind me on the. I can't tell how fast they're catching up or. Alright, 129. We got 55 mile an hour limit here. Generally speaking, this road is not 12-foot wide lanes. It's, I don't know if I call it as quite as narrow as the roads going over to Noel, Missouri, where we do Tyson pickups. Noel, Missouri is right by the Arkansas, I think it's Arkansas. The Arkansas and Missouri line. Or no, Oklahoma and Missouri, or yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. You go basically generally east, a little bit north east of Tulsa, and then not too far on the Missouri side of the line of the Oklahoma-Missouri line is where the yeah, it's. I think I'm gonna get this hit this storm before I even get to Milan. Based on proximity to where or at least where I think I'm seeing the lightning. Get my Jake brakes turned off. Even when I have mufflers, it's Jake brake muffler, whatever, it's tended to be not polite. Alright, see, this isn't really, I don't know, this is a 12-foot wide lane. I don't know, I wouldn't call it as narrow as Noel, or the road's going there, like I said, but, you know, it's probably in that 11, maybe, I don't know, it could be 11 foot wide or so, I don't know. Alright, you see here I need part of the southbound lane to keep my tandems in my own lane and not going off into the ditch or off the road. So, again, that's one of the concerns about going this way. You can do it in a truck, but it's like I say, it's not the best truck route to take to Milan. I definitely recommend take Highway 5 up. I'm just going this way so I can show you what it's really like going this way. That way, if you're considering this route and you have a road going to Milan, you get a much better idea of what's in store for you if you do decide to come this route. There seem to be, what am I seeing there, a train or something? I see a bunch of reflectors going left to right. I think it's a train. Yeah, it's continuing to go by, so I don't know if I think it goes over the top of this road, but I can't remember for sure. Oh no, I actually have to wait for the train. Okay, or wait. No, never mind. I would not be surprised if I have to wait for it, but it's been a while since I've come through here. I forget how it goes with crossing the tracks. As you see here, I'm kind of biasing a little bit toward the into the southbound lane a little bit to ensure my trailer tires stay in my lane. Now here's the other concern with this route is you're going to have a lot of like 35 mile an hour curves, 30 to 35 mile an hour curves. It's going to test your patience coming this way. Be a bit of a grind. What is this? Fire department or something? I can't tell. Okay, yeah, there's the at-grade crossing. I think I see a crossing thing right there in front of me. definitely an at-grade crossing. You can see the railroad crossing sign ahead. I can't see where the end of the train is at. It's too dark. But that's another, I guess, possible concern with going this way. And then, yeah, always when you're on a little road, there we go. Road like this, and you got a railroad crossing, always got to be concerned: is that going to be at grade, or are you going to cross over, or going to cross below, or whatever. I'm going to wait for this to completely go away. Turn off. There we go. Alright, because the other track there does have a green light, so it might very well be another train coming. A green light there means that this section that the train just came from is at least on the north track, is available, and if there is a train coming this way, which usually is if there's light on at all, that they can come through there at normal speed. So doing like 65 or whatever the track speed limit is through there, they're allowed to do that. They're going to come through pretty fast. Alright, so we made it through the town of Buckland. Now, remind you here, I'm not going to be cutting straight through to different parts of the route. I'm just going to keep recording and showing you everything all the way from here to Milan. So, again, if you just want to get through a lot quicker, play the video in double time or 1.5 time, whatever, or skip forward, whatever. And like I said, I do plan to have timestamps in the description for you to help you out if that's what you so desire. I don't know if I'm still in the 45 zone or if I'm back to 55. Last sign I remember for sure seeing was 45. But this advisory sign here will be, it could be 45 still, because this is a 40-mile-an-hour curve. Had I seen, had this advisory sign here said 50, then it would have definitely been a higher than 50 speed limit. Advisory speeds are always below what the posted speed limit is, if they're there at all. Or they're always at or below. You're not going to see advisory speeds above what the speed limit is. Alright, so next town is New Boston, I think is what it says, and it's going to be a couple of sharp curves right there, a 90-degree left, and then a short distance later, a 90-degree right, and I think that's that same town where there's like a building right there next to the right curve, and you have to go into the southbound lane completely or you should make sure your trailer stays clear of the building. Didn't I tell you it's going to be a fun route? There's a deer right there. I was going to blow my air horn, but it probably wouldn't be very nice when there's a house right there. Someone trying to sleep. Ah, you fucking asshole! You woke me up! It's freaking 11:35 at night! Okay, yeah, I am an asshole, but I'm not that kind of an asshole. Or I try not to be. Alright, curves ahead, 45. Again, I'm only doing 45 through here, and a good chunk of Highway 5, you can, if I remember right, you can do 55 through. So it's even more reason to prefer Highway 5 over this particular route. I know a friend of mine did take Highway 6 over from US 63. But he ended up on the north end of Milan processing, or on Google Maps you're going to see it as Pet Poultry. But to us, on our load assignments, it says Milan processing. But it's the same place though. But I remember, yeah, my friend who took Highway 6 across, and it said 6 was a pretty decent route, but it ended up on the wrong side of the facility, and I guess he found out the hard way that he was on the wrong side, because he didn't scout out the place, didn't read the Google reviews like I do, or I tend to. Quite halfway now between Buckland and New Boston. I'm just going to call it New Boston because the truck's moving. The writing on my map is just small enough where if the truck wasn't moving around, I'd be able to see probably a little more clearly what it says. But when I'm playing bobblehead here, it can be kind of hard to read. I want to say it says New Boston though. If you're looking on a map, yeah, that's what it says. And I'll find out soon enough here myself when I get up there. Alright, I want to watch for lights from other vehicles coming here. Like I say, these curves here, this isn't a very wide road here, and if someone's coming the opposite direction and you're in a curve, that can make for a fun experience. Looks like we're right about the halfway point now between Buckland and New Boston. If you're not already following the contours of the road, the curves of the road on the map, it kind of gives you an idea. New Boston's where the road curves off to the west, and then there's like a T right there. It kind of branches off to the both west and north. It should be about between 25 and maybe 30 miles out now, I believe. Let me reset that trip meter so I can just follow it, and I know it should give me a better idea how close I'm getting without having to keep changing my odometer or my trip meter. I mean, I got 4 different trip meters on my truck. KWT 680s and Peterbilt 579s both have 4 trip meters on them, A, B, C, and D, and I use each of them for different purposes. I don't think there's anybody coming, but I temporarily turned off my high beams there just so I could see if there's any aura from somebody else's headlights coming the other way. But I didn't see anything there. Some asshole driving a truck by my house in this hour. Why would someone take a truck through here? Yes, I can. I already know this is not the preferred way. I'm doing it anyway, just for fun. after I get past New Boston, I could be wrong, but if I think the speed limit might pick up to 55 going through there. There's a lot of curves right here in this section. I think I mean, there's still curves north of New Boston, but if I remember right, it's not as bad. Woo! Keep your hands in the car, in the vehicle. Come on, I was having some roller coaster fun. Junction, County Road U, uniform coming up. Maybe a few more miles to go to New Boston. Roller coaster stuff here. Yay! Woo! More times. I'm doing what I can to keep it in the middle of the lane, but sometimes like little ruts in the road or whatever or whatnot kind of push me over to one side or another. So this would be fun in my car in the summertime. Not the funnest round in a truck in the winter, on bounty stretch, and then in the winter time even more fun. Sarcasm there, by the way. Woohoo! Yeah! Hey, look, there's a truck right there in that part in that yard. Belly dump trailer, or no tractor hooked up to it. But it's a belly dump trailer. Remember also, advisory speeds are not absolute speed limits. You can't get ticketed for going more than 40 through this curve. But now, if you do have an accident, and it doesn't matter what the advisory speed says, like I say, if you roll over or fail to negotiate the curve and have a mishap, you get ticketed for too fast for conditions. But just those yellow speed signs themselves, the cops cannot give you tickets just for going above that particular speed. Even if doing like 20 miles an hour above that speed, they can't really ticket you because the speed limit is whatever the speed limit is. The white signs are. Almost into New Boston now. It's another tiny town here. I would say even smaller than Buckland was. It is, whatever you want to call it. They're going to have a sharp left, or a 90-degree left coming up soon. Alright, 25 limit also. Okay, I don't see anybody coming, but it's hard to tell because you got this building right here. Yeah, we're clear here. We got a 10-mile-an-hour advisory speed here where County Road J meets up. And this curve here is one you got to watch for. I'm watching over here through the building to see if there's anything coming that I might want to know about early. Interesting building. Okay, so that's one of those areas there. If you're a rookie driver, that's one of those higher risk areas for you. So if you have a habit of not watching your tandems or properly setting up your turns, what kind of bird is that? Yeah, you fly away. Go that way. Stay away from me. Alright, Highway 129. Give me a right turn right up here at the stop sign. Alright, Winnetka, 8 miles, and I do expect I'm coming in a little bit too fast. I saw the stop sign up ahead and was preparing myself to stop at the stop sign, thinking it was a regular three-way. I forgot about this. Ooh, a trailer. 53-foot trailer. Alright, Highway 11 and 129 here. One of those STI or whatever that company's called. Those STI trucks are all over the place out here. It's like, yeah, they got green and yellow trucks. But they're all over the place here. Like you go through half the towns over there on Highway 5 and you'll see STI trucks over there. Like freaking half the people in every one of these towns here drive for that company. Cutting off to the left to stay on 129, maybe 2 or 3 more miles ahead, whatever it is. And then the road we're already on is basically Highway 11. The weight of my load makes this bit more of a challenge to decide what gear to be in. I'd rather be in one higher gear than I'm in right now, but because of all the terrain and the weight of my load, I'm by choice running a lower one lower gear than where I prefer to be for this speed. But also keep in mind I'm in a manual transmission truck. Most of you guys driving, pretty much everybody who drives for JCT is going to be in an auto shift truck, so different experience for you. Oh, like car carcass or something. Say it actually is probably like a 10 or 11, whatever foot wide lane. Basically just wide enough to accommodate my truck. I can't tell where I'm at in relation to the lines though. There's too many curves and stuff, and it's too dark, so there's no way for me to. Well, now I can tell with my brake lights on, because my truck, when I use the Jake brakes, even if I'm not touching the surface brakes, my brake lights light up, and when the brake lights come on, I can more clearly see how close I am to the. Yeah, there's hardly any room there. Bridge, and then yeah, that one I had to do. Is the more north I go, the more I'm going right toward that storm. When I was going west, it was more like the storm's coming to me, and not me so much to the storm. But me going north now puts me right, just take me right toward the storm. I'm trying to keep tabs on where I'm at in relation to my turns with the map view, so I don't have my radar view up to see where I'm at in relation to the storm. Like we're within a mile or maybe even less of our left turn to stay on 129. I see a sign up ahead. Yeah, I think the top of that hill is probably it. Definitely a sign up there for to do the left turn to stay on 129. Maybe this was where I can't remember if it was this turn or the one on the Route C, where I'll find out pretty quickly here, I think. No, I think it was one on Charlie. Where I started to get snowed on, and there was about a 50-yard section of the road that was completely covered in snow. Oh yeah, nice, 55 zone now. Because it was also a left turn onto C, if I remember right. No, yeah, I know it's left onto C. I thought I remember there being a house right there by that intersection though, so That's why I think it's right after getting on the C and not this turn that I just made. This road's going to curve back up to the north shortly, half mile away or so, yes. Junction, County Road, Hotel, HH. Starting to get rained on now a little bit. Not very strong, but it is starting to fall. So the storm did in fact beat me here. I see Charlie on the map now. It's really thin line now, so it's hard to see. But I'm pretty sure the road I think I'm seeing on there is Charlie. It's still got about probably at least 5 more miles, and should be about 11 to 15, somewhere in that ballpark, miles away from the receiver now. Sullivan County. Keep forgetting the dash cam sometimes can't see as well as I can. So like I don't know what the dash cam was able to see there until I before I used my wipers. So if the view got disrupted at all, I apologize. Like I said, I have a better, broader view of what's going on here than what the camera can see. Curves up ahead. I'm surprised that it was a 55 zone before getting up into here. We're going back to 55 here after we get past this intersection. Some of you guys watching this will probably shit bricks if you were on this road yourself. Especially if you have problems with lane control. Especially if you tend to bias to the right side of your lane. You're going to have your right side tires in the grass there. Yeah, that can create some problems. My lane control isn't a problem though, not if I don't want it to be. got at least a few more, probably a few more miles before we get to Route C. So I can change my zoom a little bit. Yeah, it's that'll be it. I think. I can tell it's a county road, and it's where I expect it to be, so I'll call it good. We'll have some more fun with Route C. I guess that was just a scout team coming in. Hey, it's all clear. Yeah, let's get them, boys. So now the cavalry's coming in with reinforcements up ahead. This storm. Nice light show there. Looks like it's mostly all cloud, like sheet lightning. So. Doesn't really look like anything that's going to hit me so far. I mean, that can hit me, but I don't know. I haven't really noticed any streak lightning, cloud to ground lightning yet. That's just a nice light show so far, and it seems to be staying in the sky. Up here is not my turn. Still got it's like a few more curves to go. I have at least a left and a quick little left and right, like a chicane kind of thing up ahead, from what I can tell, and then another left and then a right just before Charlie. Windshield washers, because it's some of my little streaks on there from last time I wiped. Definitely not the smoothest road in the world. But it's not bad. It's not too bad, but there are like little ruts in there and stuff where it's like kind of like kind of like swaying like I'm on some wavy, on a wavy road, whatever. Like I'm in a boat. Okay, here's the chicane one that I was talking about. mean, for lack of a better word, I'm calling it a chicane. Those of you guys who are into like F1 racing or, you know, that road track kind of racing, you guys know what a chicane is. Fortunately, nobody at all is out on the road here, so I have both lanes as much as I want, carte blanche, for the most part, except for just a couple of vehicles that I've encountered so far, which is probably two more than what I saw last time I came this way. Alright, not too far away from the left curve, and then got a right curve, and then shortly after the right curve will be Charlie. It's going to be a four-way intersection. Like Sultan Road or something like that. Sultan something. Stop ahead. Alright, here's our left curve. We'll have a right curve not too far past this. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, that's all sheet lightning. I have yet to see any cloud to ground yet. Everything I'm seeing is appears to be sheet. Okay, getting real close here. We're done with the right curve. Charlie's going to be coming up here. Alright, Junction Charlie right here coming up. And also hotel. Milan, 11 miles. Okay, so I might have been a little bit off. Let me reset that. Alright, yeah, last time I came through here, it was this patch of road right here. Oh, there's a cloud to ground right there, just ahead to the left. There's a section right here that was completely covered in snow, and then there was another section further up that was covered in snow, and by this point in time it was also getting snowed on. The roads were wet, but were okay, but it was starting to stick. What kind of animal is that? I saw an animal right there, I couldn't tell what it was. Could have been a raccoon or not sure it was a mink or anything, because I know I've seen minks out here too. Alright, now this road has its own fun in store as well. But I have some more of those ravines, you know, those up and downhill grades like this one right here. Now, so just imagine going on this road when it's like, when you suspect it's icy, with a heavy load and wondering if you're going to make it up the other side. So you have to carry enough speed, but you're worried about carrying so much speed that you lose control. Yeah, that was the kind of fun experience I had last time. Again, this is a whole lot easier to deal with if you take Highway 5. Don't shoot there. I want my MTV. know further up there's also a bridge that you cross that is it's narrow. It's down to the bottom of the ravine that you go across, and then it's actually got a sign there saying trucks over, I can't remember how many tons, like 10 tons or whatever it is. Speed limit is 15. And also going to have a turn, a right turn, and it's a tight one. 2-lane road onto a 2-lane road, and it's one of those where I recommend starting your turn from the opposite directions lane, and just to make sure you have no issues, especially at night like this. Even when you're watching your tandems, you can't really see what's going on there necessarily. So if you err on the side of safety and give extra room when you get down, which we'll get to. I'll show you that when we get there, because it is coming up. Alright, Junction, County Road Victor. I think it's Papa. Ooh, nice. Yeah, County Road Papa is where this road dead ends, and you're going to turn to the right. That's the turn that I'm talking about, where you got to be very careful with, and it's one of those rookie killers if you decide to go this way. Route P, 2 miles ahead. Get me over to Milan before the, no, this storm's gonna come past me before I get to Milan, because I'm still 8 miles away, and what I'm seeing up in the sky is I would say closer than that. 1-lane bridge. This is the one I'm talking about. It's 15 miles. Holy shit. All right, see this sign right here. Trucks over 14 tons, 15 miles an hour on bridge. So I'm gonna get down. I'm still doing 30. Yield to oncoming traffic. That'll be nice. Well, maybe not. The reason why they do that is because they don't want you to put a sudden surge on the supports for that bridge. Otherwise, you can damage or destroy that bridge. Even if it can hold your weight, the sudden surge, because the size of the bridge, not very long and narrow. I think that's probably why. I got a pretty nice view of the map between here and the customer. Again, just picture being on this road now when it's wet and snowing and possibly icy. Fun times. All right, here's Papa coming up. Yeah, right turn. Oh no, this isn't the one. This is where Papa comes in together with C, and then okay, Charlie and Papa, I think, or no, Papa splits off, but then I want to say Papa again over there at the, when this one dead ends, the stop sign up ahead. I want to say that's Papa going southbound right there. This is uniform. Okay, so we need to make a right turn. I'm also checking for traffic, because Like I say, as a precaution, I would take about half, at least half of both lanes. I think actually, you know what? It's now that I can see a little bit better. It's looks like this corner here is set up where set up for trucks to make. But swing it extra wide, go into the southbound lane. I can't see. But I did see like an overrun there. It looked like it was meant for trucks. Go on from there. Somebody accidentally put their truck there or something. It didn't look like it was large enough to have been a truck and trailer. Maybe something else got stuck there, like a street truck or something. It should be about 5 miles away from the customer now. Road. Running that curve going from northbound to westbound now. Good there. No, looks like I'm still getting some. I had to look down toward the bottom of my windshield to see that it's still raining, because looking straight out ahead, it's well, now I can tell it's more coming down, but for a bit there, I couldn't really see anything in front of me, as I couldn't see that anything was falling. Trying to stay aware of what the camera might be seeing, though. But I don't want to have my windshield wipers running longer than I have to either. Whoa. Uh-oh. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy said, I don't know what those were. I don't know if those were possums or... when I first saw it, I thought it was a pig or something, but it looked like there were at least a good 5 or so babies with whatever it was, and all but one of them looked like they got out of the way, but one of them got stuck right in the middle, but I went right over the top, so I think they might be alright. Moved pretty fast, so I couldn't tell if those were. I said the parent I couldn't, the mama I couldn't tell if. I mean, that's the size of it. I guess I wouldn't call it a pig, but I don't know, man. It could have been like a peccary though, which is a type of pig, which are much smaller. You know, like in Arizona, they have a lot of these peccaries that are called javelina. Javelina. If you want to look those up and see what they're about. They have them all over in Arizona, particularly like throughout the whole like Tucson and Phoenix and stuff. But you don't really ever see them out, you know, necessarily unless you live there, and you know, because they're mostly nocturnal, so they're usually out like eating up the lawns and shit like that, whatever. Well, not much of a lawn. Hardly anybody has lawns there. But, you know, they tend to be found in people's yards. Can't tell what kind of carcass that was. Might have been a possum. So I was thinking, well, whatever that was, I almost ran over. It could have been a possum, for all I know. There's another, yeah, that's a possum for sure right there. Surprised they didn't try to. I have a knack for finding possums that are stupid, that go all the way across the road, and then after they've already made it safely out of my way, they turn around and get ran over by me. I don't know why. Okay, it should be about 3 or so miles away now. 2 to 3 miles. No, that's just. Damn. I don't hear any thunder, but that one looked like it struck pretty close by, like not even a mile away to my south. The road being a little bit wet, I'll be a little extra cautious here. Yeah, I'm coming up really fast here. Definitely going to be at the customer pretty damn fast. We got a few more curves to go, and then the customer will be on the right side. That'd be a good way to fuck with somebody. Hey, you gotta go this way. I didn't have them really freak out about the route to take up here. You want to make them go this way instead of the better way. Or, I mean, the more truck-friendly way, whatever. Okay, so you guys gotta wonder, overnight parking. Yes, they do have overnight parking. Basically, you just park right outside there. They're gonna be closed right now. I think they close at midnight, and they got like an area right outside their gate that you can park in. Not a huge area, but not like they have a shitload of trucks coming here every day either. So not likely you're going to see more than maybe a few trucks there, regardless. So you just hang out there, and when they open the gate up in the morning, then come on in. Now, my appointment time is at 7 a.m., but I'm a little bit confused by that because I thought this is usually a first come, first serve type of receiver, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I thought last couple times I came here, it's just get it here whenever you get it here, and they'll load you. Well, if you get, basically you get queued in, and they take care of whoever's here before you got here first, and then then it's whenever it's your turn. Alright, got one right curve, a gentle right curve coming up. And before we get to the end of this road, shortly before that on the right side is where the receiver is at. I do have a bit of a concern about parking in dirt when the rain's going on here, but it doesn't look like it's like super heavy rain anyway. I guess I don't have to. But it doesn't mean it's not going to get worse. And with rain and dirt come mud, and where mud comes, there's got to be concerned about if you're going to get stuck in the mud. So it might be fine right now, but when it comes time to move my truck later, there is that concern. Alright, right here is my turn. There's a bunch of trucks over here, or are those trailers?
Could you turn your headlights out so I can see, please? Thank you.
You know what? I think they closed, so. Gonna cross here, I'm gonna back in, and we'll park it over here. So I told them, like, why the hell you want to be able to see? You're just sitting in the damn dock door. Damn whiner. I had my high beams on, and I guess he must have been the guy sitting there in the dock door right there facing right at me or something, or he's the guy sitting in the staging area right there, because I see a white Freightliner over there too. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, now I could have gone right in, but I want to say they are, I don't think they're 24/7. Yeah, they're supposedly closed right now, and they open back up at 7. So that's why I ended up deciding I'm going to park here instead, because I know they're going to probably kick me back out anyway if I do try to go in there. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but my understanding is they close the gate when they close up. You know, once the last truck's done and they leave, I want to say they close the gate up and then they open it back up in the morning when they open back up, whatever. So anyway, that was the fun route in here. We'll get some more footage for you guys coming up here in the morning. I'm going to end up doing a 10-hour break regardless, so I don't really give a shit. Got a 200-mile trip or so from here to Waterloo, and 2 hours and 52 minutes left on my clock. So yeah, there's definitely that's not enough time to work with, because I'd be on state U.S. highways pretty much a huge chunk of the way, and Iowa's Iowa on a lot of the U.S. highways, idiots have it speed limit at 55. So can't really I hate driving on the U.S. highways in Iowa. All right, so anyway, that's what we got. We'll have some more, I guess, again, some more footage for you guys in the morning. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that ride. Just keep watching again for the delivery part, though. All right, guys, I'm all checked in here, and right away, just a few minutes later, the guy already came over and told me to already check my seal, and told me to slide tandems all the way back and back into door 4. Alright, and there's at least 3 other JCT trucks here. One of them might already left. He was leaving at the same time I was coming in. But I got 2 others that are still parked here. One in the dock door. I've met that guy before. His name's Rick. I think I see him here every time I come here. And then there's the one that I was just parked right next to. I don't know who that one is. My clutch is sloppy and shit right now. Let me back up some first. That way I can get my tandem slid without going into the mud there. Alright, I'm lined right up with door 4. Okay. Let's pull forward. Alright. Pins were binding on the rail. Alright, there we go. Clutch pedal is loose right now, and it's I mean, real sloppy, and then wants to grab right away. Yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, straight that thing back. That yellow pole there. Gotta watch my door there. It's I couldn't even get my
You have 2 hours and 52 minutes of remaining drive time.
I couldn't even get out of reverse without shutting the engine off first, because it was still trying to grab and move me, even though I had my clutch pedal all the way to the floor. So more issues there. All right. I don't know if there's a wheel chock, but there's no way I'm going to get to it anyway. I can't get to it with that the yellow post there. So anyway, it's barely 7:18 right in Central Time now. My appointment time was at 7. I checked in right around 7, so wasn't parked very long before. Or parked inside the yard very long before they told me to dock in. So, all right, guys, I'm all done here. It's about a little bit, not quite 11 o'clock. So it did take a bit of time. 10:53 to be more exact. I know they went in. They started going in there pretty quickly, but then there was like gaps between when they. Would take one pallet out and the next one or whatever. Alright. And make sure that alright, I'm gonna end up I'll probably go outside the yard to slide my tandems and close my doors, because I'm going to end up needing to do it, and I might as well drive, because it's not like I'm going to take that long. And I'm going to start my shift right now anyway, so I'll come out over here. I don't, that way, because I don't know, she just got through talking at 4409, so makes me wonder if they're getting ready to dock in. Pretty good chance of it. It looks like he's the only one sitting there waiting. So I can be out of the way. He can do what he's got to do. It doesn't take me long at all here. get out of here. I'll end this one here in a second and then start a new video for you guys for the fun deadhead and stuff to Waterloo. Come on. Get back let's see if this helps, because I can't tell if it's the gravity or momentum or whatever when my clutch pedal, like when it gets all sloppy like that, particularly when I'm coming to a stop. You know, when I basically shifting the momentum toward the front of the truck is when I seem to have a tendency to get the effect back. It's still sloppier than shit right now. I was hoping it was just something to do with the brakes, but it doesn't seem to be. I'm gonna get tandem slid back. I mean forward, whichever you want to call it. It should be good. Doesn't have to be perfect, just anywhere. I'm not gonna drive with my tandems all the way back if I don't have to. I can do it legally here if I want to, but I don't. I mean, why would I want to do that? Okay, so that's going to be the end of this one here. Well, I'm going to get a new one started right here, going over to Waterloo. May have a long and a short version, I don't know. See how you guys feel about those. 'Cause I've done long and short versions of videos a couple times before. Or alternatively, I could just do one long video and then just have try to make sure I get the time points in there, so you can skip ahead to the parts of the video that are of interest to you, whatever, on that one. So I'll toy around with that idea, but I want to get you guys' inputs on that. So I know some of you guys like to watch the long stuff, some of you guys want to watch the short stuff. Want to know if you guys only want to care about the short, like, hey, just show me the damn customer and what things are like there, and that's all you care about. Let me know if in the comments if you're okay with just having the timestamps within the longer video and that just take you there, or will a separate video specifically for the customer in question be more desirable. Easier though would probably be if I just do the long video, but I know people are going to see the long, like hour plus, maybe even 2 hour long footage, and be a little bit discouraged from even looking at it in the first place just because of the length of it. So that's one of the concerns I do have. So there is an advantage to having a separate shorter video. That way it looks like it's shorter. It might, interest people in even looking at it in the first place more if it's short like that. But like I said, if I do the long videos and put the timestamps in the descriptions to help you guys out, I think that helps too. But just want to get feedback from you guys on what might work a little bit better for you guys, because everyone, nobody has their own. I mean, we don't all have the same taste with what we're trying to get out of these experiences. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. We'll see you in Waterloo, or actually here, but on another video, and then in Waterloo. Okay, I'll see you guys later.